Cooctus core. This one was pretty fun. I thought it was gonna be CTF-ish, but it wasn't at all. I mean, there were CTF-ish parts in it, but yeah, it was pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do a sudo U-mount first. It reminds you to mess it up. Yep, it's gonna mess up. That's shitty. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get this guy fully loaded up then. Let's see in desktop THM. We're gonna call this core this time. Make directory core. And by using cross-site scripting, actually just did wrote a write-up on that. What are you trying to do with it? So this is for Cooctus clan, whatever it's called. Whatever I call it core, but it's Cooctus clan. We'll go in and we'll core to clan. There we go. Yeah, I actually just did a write-up on there you go. MD2 to PDF. I actually just did a write-up on this one, like right here. And this utilizes cross-site scripting. It utilizes an iframe to look at a localhost, a file within a localhost web server. All right, so that's on overgrowncarrot1 and medium.com. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and start off with a Rust scan here, as usual, right? 10.10.215.56. So we got a few ports up, and we do have mounts, right? So we do have a mount like right there. So let's go into a show mount. I don't know what you're trying to do with XSS, with what you're trying to accomplish with it. All right, so we got var NFS general. Let's go ahead and mount that then. We'll make directory for mount, and we will do a sudo mount var NFS general. Let's go ahead and throw in our correct IP address in there. Let's see what's inside this mount like right here. Also, let's go ahead and check out that port 8080. We'll start Ferox Buster on that guy like right there. I don't know, I actually never started Ferox Buster on this last one. I just kind of tried /login. That seemed to work, so I just went with that. Because if we look at this mount, see why I try that /login, we get a credentials.back. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. And we have this paradoxical test and Shiba pretzel 79. So I kind of figured that was probably the login for the web. All right, so let's go ahead and check out that guy like right there. And we get this Cooctus core headquarters page like right here. It'll load up in a minute. We'll also go ahead and we'll try to do that same exact thing. Because I just kind of figured that was going to be a login, you know, like a login page. So I just did a /login when I very first got on this machine. I actually never even did a Ferox Buster on it. So I'll just do a /login again. And I did get to a login page. I was like, okay, cool. So from here, let's go ahead and grab our credentials that we have. See if we can log into it. And we see that we could test different exploits here, right? Or different payloads here, right? So I decided, okay, cool. If we could test different payloads, let's try some Python payloads. So we can go ahead and cat scripts rev Python text, just using a regular Python, not Python 3. Let's go and grab our IP address also here. And we got 10.2.36.18. So we'll throw that in there, and we'll go to 10.2.36.18. 10.2.36.18 on port 4242. Let's go ahead and listen for that. Netcat 4242. Let's go and submit that and see if we get a callback over here. And we do. Cool. We know that Python's on it now, so let's go and cat scripts full shell. Because we know that Python's on there, obviously. We just did a Python reverse shell. All right, and there we go. We'll leave this guy going to see if he actually finds that login, but like I said, I just kind of just random ass guess. So let's go ahead and try sudo tac L first, see if we get anything. If we don't know his password, for Paradox at least. Let's go into ls-la, see what we're working with here. Looks like we got user.txt that we can read. I am Paradox, so, and we also have the Sysmic. So let's go and cd into him. All right, and it looks like we have the sniffycat.py with my super secret password and note to para. So let's go ahead and read that note to para. What is STTY? STTY, so if you do Control Z and then type in ST in raw echo, that'll allow you to press Control C. It'll allow you to auto complete stuff like tab through and things like that. That's what it allows you to do. So that's what that does, like right there. Once you get a Python full shell. Also Rusty Core, if on my GitHub, go Caribou GitHub page, all those scripts are in there. So if you go into here, you go into repositories, all the scripts are in there. I believe it's called hacking scripts. Nope, just scripts. So everything that I use from there, it's right in here. So like full shell is in here. There you go. So you can download the whole thing or however you want to do it, but it's just scripts that I've used a lot that I continue to use repeatedly, so no point in me retyping it every single time. Alright, so we cannot read this user.txt, but we can, looks like we can execute that guy right there. Let's go and check out that note to para, like right here, because that's most likely be for Paradox. And test a new Dr. Pepper tracker script. Alright. Text location, real-time shipping. If you find this annoying, you need to change my super secret password file to disable tracker. You know me, so you know how to get access to the file. Okay, let's go and check out the sniffy cat. See if we can cat it. Okay, we can. Alright, and we can see like right here that it looks like we're doing a rot 13. Right, it looks like we're doing a rotation 13. And we have a hard-coded password right here. So when I saw that, I grabbed that guy. If you didn't notice before, I had a rot 13 up thing over here. So let's go to CyberChef, and we'll do a rot 13 like real quick on CyberChef and see what we can do with that. And we'll just throw rot 13 at it. And we get cherry Coke. So let's go ahead and try to, now it does say to SSH in everyone. I only found one person that actually SSH into, so I'm just going to SU into, who is that? Sky, SZY, Sysmic, and we'll go ahead and throw his password in there. Okay, sudo tac L, see what we can do with this. And now we can now read, you know, his, we also get this new ID of testers, so we're in a new group of testers, right? Still haven't found login over here too, but that's also moving pretty slow though too. So it's doing something weird. Shymic? That's how you say that? Thank you. Thank you, Blah1. Blah1 says Shymic. Alright, so from here, let's go on CD back. We can cat that my super secret password again. We're going to get cherry Coke. So I'm going to CD back. From here, let's go and CD into Tux. And in Tux, we see this note to every Cooctus. Going to cat that. And he's stating a frozen idea dedicated for Cooctus. Boom, boom. Okay. Potential candidates will have to choose from a select few. Successfully complete all 3 Tuxling trials. Here's Tuxling 1. Now, something I noticed when my very first did this was I went to CD into Tuxling 1. I hit tab, and it does this. So if I hit tab twice, it's saying Tuxling 3 is in this folder, and it 100% is, and that's kind of weird, I think, but we just can't see it. So if we actually go into, let's start off with Tuxling 1 actually. Alright, so we'll go into Tuxling 1, do a quick ls-la, and we have this new code and then note. So let's go ahead and check out that note. Alright. Mr. Skipper, this is my challenge for you. Okay, so pretty much what's saying is that we have to put the 3 different codes together. Now it does say that we can compile it with GCC, I didn't see a point in that because I did strings, I think, on it. Or no, I did a cat on it, or strings, whatever. But we're seeing the code like right here. So let's go ahead and echo F96, right? And then you keep going down 05A, keep going down D61. So we see it right here. So there's no real point in actually compiling that. And we'll just put that into a comp.txt or whatever, compile.txt, okay, whatever. CD back. All right, now we need to find that tuxling 2, right? So let's go ahead and cat. I know I got to think for this. Find, I think I got find user text.txt. We can go and grab this like right here. Now remember, we're going to be looking at directories. So type's going to be D, and the name's going to be tuxling underscore star. Okay, look for anything that's tuxling. I don't know why I just did it on my own machine. Obviously, I'm not going to find anything. Let's see if we can find that tuxling 2, because we're pretty sure we already know like where tuxling 3 is at. We're pretty sure it's in his home folder, and that's just hidden. I don't know, I never seen that one before. So it's kind of strange to me, like right there. This might take a minute. And we do find tuxling 2 under media. So let's go ahead and go into there, CD to media. Okay, cool, CD to tuxling 2. And we have this private key and this fragment ASC at the note, right? Let's go and cat that note like right there. Now, we see that this is a PGP, okay? But we already have the private key, so we don't need to import this guy like right here. We just need to import the private key to be able to read this PGP, okay? You say penguin grade protection, but it's a GPG or G, whatever it is. All right, so let's go ahead and do a, I think it's GPG, right? Yeah, GPG. Tac import. And we're going to import that private key, which then should give us the ability, tuck-pingu, public key, okay? So secret key imported. That should now give us the ability to look at this guy right here. And I always forget how to do this part. So, I always forget how to do this. I think it's just, I can just read it now or whatever, right? Because this part, I always forget. I can always like get the key, and then I can't get anywhere after that. Is it just, we just need to decrypt it, right? Well, it's just like tac decrypt, encrypt, decrypt. Okay, yeah, tac decrypt, okay. So let's just go ahead and do a GPG, tac decrypt. You're behind the LTT. LTT got hacked? You know what I've watched? I watch LTT all the time just because it makes me laugh. What's up, Tommy Luco? He always makes me laugh, and I think they got some pretty cool stuff on there. You know, they got some pretty cool ideas and everything like that. And I don't mind watching them. But I feel I've always wondered. I'm always like, I wonder if they have anyone that like doing stuff. That's like behind the scenes, or if anyone's ever gonna hack them or whatever else. So we do get our second fragment, okay, right here, all right? And we also have tux-pingu, which I don't know if that's coming handy later, I forgot. So let's go ahead and nano that comp.txt, and we'll go ahead and throw that second fragment in there. All right, let's go ahead and CD into home. Oh God, I forgot his name. Someone said it. Someone told me how to say it. Shymek. Okay. Tuxling 3. Or CD into home tux, excuse me. Tuxling 3. That's crazy they got hacked. Let's see here, somebody just came on. Hey Patrick, thanks for the YouTube subscribe. Alright, so let's go on ls-la, that guy. And we got cat note, okay. Yeah, I'm wondering that. I always wonder that. Okay. So we got that like right there. So let's go ahead and nano that comp.txt. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and I believe that this is MD5. So we do a John comp.text, tag word list equals user share word list, rocky.text, format, that looks like an MD5 to me, equals raw, MD5. Okay, it's already been cracked, obviously, because I just did this one. So we'll do a tag show. Okay, or you can just tell me to fuck off, whatever one. Zero password hash is cracked. 2 left. Okay, I don't know why it says 2 left. That's really weird. Let's go ahead and get rid of the John the Ripper thing like right there because he cracked it before. Or I'm wondering if I jacked up the 1, 2, and 3 here, which I don't think I did. That's pretty good, like right there. Let's go ahead and John.pot. I'm gonna remove that. Let's go ahead and try that again. There we go. All right. So, oh man. Oh, that's a lot of money down for him. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. But so we get this Tuxie Kitty, okay? So that's most likely SU into Tux, right? And we'll throw in that password for Tuxie Kitty and sudo tac-l. And now we have this. We can run something as varg, no password, home varg cooctus.py, cd /varg. Let's go and cd into home varg. Jesus, home varg. Let's go and check out that what's going on here. We do have this cooctus.py, which we can execute it. We have an SUID bit for it, but we can't read it, so we don't know what it's doing, right? But we do have this Cooctus source like right here. Let's go ahead and look at this guy real quick. If we look at this guy, I realized very quickly there's a .git in here, right? So we see that .git, right? What we can do from here is we can have the git run for us, right? So we do a git show, right? And we start getting everything in here. And once again, we have hard-coded passwords in here. So if we start to scroll down, we see a hard-coded password. So let's go and copy that. And we'll go ahead and we will just SU into the next guy, varg here. And try that password. Sure enough, we can. Sudo tac-l. Hard-coded passwords seem to be a thing in this one. And then we have bin umount. Now, bin umount, that one had me for a minute, right? So I had to actually look it up and everything like that. I don't know if you saw before, but I looked up umount privesc, right? But this, where did I find it at? There was a good article on it. Privilege escalation, it might have been this link right here for that. But I did end up doing a, no, it definitely wasn't that. Well, I ended up, actually, I know like where it's at because I ended up saving it. So I got this umount like right here. Here we go. Exploit notes.hdks sudo umount privilege escalation. So go ahead and cat that etc fstab like right there, right? Go ahead and we'll do that like real quick. And we see this opt Cooctus fs like right here, right? We already know what this is. We don't care about that, but we don't know if this exists yet, right? So let's go ahead and grab that guy right there. And let's go ahead and umount him, right? Like unmount him, right? We still haven't found that login over there. That's how long this is taking over here to find that freaking login page. But good thing I just did a /login. I would have been sitting here for days. So that would have been absolutely insane. But yeah, so we have this umount over here, right? So let's go ahead and follow my notes still. All right, all we gotta do cat etc fstab, boom. And then once we do a sudo bin umount for that opt Cooctus fs, so sudo /bin umount, right, for opt Cooctus fs, okay, we hit enter there, And now if we cd into opt Cooctus-fs, we can see that we find root, right? Oh, I am doing great. So let's go ahead and cd into root. And we get this root.txt. Now if we try to cat that though, that doesn't work. Okay. Realizes that we aren't root yet. Let's go ahead and cd in.ssh. All right, and we'll go ahead and we will cat idrsa. We're just going to grab this guy right here, right? Bring that back over to ourselves. Change mode 600 for idrsa. And we'll go ahead and ssh taci root, or idrsa, root at the IP address, ifconfig, at this IP address. Now this might take a minute to log in. I noticed that whenever I did SSH, it takes a minute to get in. There we go. It took a lot longer last time. So we cd into /root, and we can now cat that root.txt. So it does work now, and you'll be able to do it. What's up, DZ? How you doing? So I was just doing the Cooctus stories. That's what's called. There we go. Cooctus stories on Try Hack Me, and we just finished it up. So that is how to do Cooctus stories.